If you go to our website, right at 610 CKTB, within all the other information that you need to start your day and all the things that we're talking about in everybody's blogs, there's a big logo right at the top right-hand corner that says, Help Kids Shine. And you know that we are very heavily involved from a professional point of view, but from an emotional point of view as well, with our wonderful friends at the Niagara Children's Center, and endeavoring to make sure people in this region know exactly who they are, what they do, and making sure that they have the funds to be able to shrink a waiting list, which is just too darn high. Too many kids, too many families waiting to get help from an organization who have already helped so many people. One of the children that has been helped, one of the children who was acting as an incredible ambassador for the Children's Center this year, is Danika Colley. Mom, Rhonda Corus Colley, is with me this morning. Morning, Rhonda.
Good morning, Dennis. How are you?
I'm okay. Oh, I get that all the time. Trust me. I get that at home, for heaven's sake. Rhonda, tell me a little bit. When Danika was born, Danika's what, 4 right now, right?
October she'll be 4.
October she'll be 4. So
yeah.
When Danika was born, tell me a little bit about the things that you began to notice and what was going through your mind at the time.
When Danika was born, she was, seemed to be healthy. Everything was fine. And at about 2 months old, during one of the checkups, the pediatrician noticed that she wasn't able to track or follow. And so her vision wasn't quite where it should be. So they sent us to McMaster. And McMaster's kind of said, wait and see. It could just come in. And then that kind of led us to noticing seizures. And back to McMaster again, and they helped us sort out the seizures with medication, which thank goodness she responded to the medication. And then the seizures turned. So the seizures, the initial seizures were controlled by medication,
mm-hmm.
and then a secondary seizure appeared, and we actually were referred then to sick kids, which led us to their suggestion was a left functional hemispherectomy, which means they disconnected the left side of her brain in hopes to stop the seizures altogether.
They disconnected it?
They disconnected it.
Oh,
so
man.
She kind of acts like somebody who has had a stroke. The left side of the brain controls the entire right side of the body, and also the right side of each eyeball. So her vision. She had to learn how to drink and swallow again. She never was walking.
This is the little girl with the big smile that I saw the opening day.
That's the one. Yeah.
Good Lord.
She's in between seizures. Always, you could see the smiles come through, but the seizures really took a lot out of her.
Took a lot out of the family too, one would think. I mean, when this is happening, what are you thinking? You're thinking about, what do I do going forward, right? What is the future?
We had no idea, and to some extent we still don't. We just keep dangling the carrot, expecting more and more from her, and so far she's able to keep going.
Now, I can't imagine as a family knowing that you'd have to go back to Mac, which is a hike, back to sick kids, which is an even bigger hike.
Mm-hmm.
Yet you did find some help and some support right here in Niagara.
We did. Our family is definitely excellent supporters. But the Children's Center, when we came home from sick kids, we had already been introduced to the Niagara Children's Center.
Mm-hmm.
But we were there, once a week, just doing a therapy. But Danika really wasn't in a position to. We went to the sessions, but if she had a seizure during the session, then the session kind of ended. So it was kind of the beginning there. But once her surgery happened, I feel like we moved in there. we were there 3 to 4 times a week. We took advantage of their swimming classes. They had a drop-in walker group. They have a snoozlin room. They had a play group that, if it worked with schedules, we would stop in. And that was, together with the therapies. They've been an amazing support system, and they teach us how to teach her and give us new ideas when different challenges come up. They're an amazing facility.
What do donations to the Children's Center mean to you and to your family and to Danika?
It just means that all the other children in the region can benefit the same way that Danika has.
And that's immense. I mean, you talked about her being able to walk on her own through the therapy and those kinds of things, which you at one point didn't think she'd ever be able to do.
We didn't know what to expect. Danika just started walking at the end of November, beginning of December of 2015, so just a few months ago. The Children's Center helped us organize a walker. They've helped modify her shoes, put lifts in her shoes, coordinate with Niagara Prosthetics for the braces for her, the AFOs for her legs to support her ankles. They've helped us through every aspect. And now Danika's part of their intensive preschool program, and everything that she's been exposed to through the Children's Center has been a huge help. And they're a huge part of our life now. I can't imagine where we would be without them. We went from a family that, there's a building over there. We didn't really know what they were about. And now I can't imagine life without them.
Rhonda, thanks. That's not an easy thing to do, to talk about all of that. And you've done an amazing job and doing an amazing job with Danika. And please give her a hug for us. And thanks for joining us to explain all of this.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too. Rhonda Corus-Cully is mom to Danika, who's going to be 4 coming up. If you'd like to help and get other kids off the waiting list so they can get this kind of help from these amazing people, the Niagara Children's Center phone number, 905-688-3550. Or you can go to our website at 610cktb.com and just check out the Help Kids Shine campaign and be a part of the family that helps the family.